displayed over 30 locations around the country and internationally, with displays in China and South Korea. Another manoeuvre known as the slider, and for the aircraft is what we call knife edge flight. He'll fly on the side, and he's going to climb the aircraft's vertical position using no other control. For his landing sequence, he's going to reposition the aircraft down on the deck at speeds of over 300 kilometres. Runway 16 at the top of the vertical ball is going to turn around. Double head manoeuvre on the downline. You'll hear ball coming out. Put the aircraft into a big side step to slow the aircraft down. This aircraft has no flaps. And also, it's very hard to get on his website at 4minuteairshows.com.au or come up with his Facebook page, which is facebook.com/airshows.
Aircraft for you today. It's 430 horsepower, 432 actually on the dyno. With a 3-blade German SE prop. Plane straight on -20 G. nodule through the subwind was one of the most prominent pilots in.
Now this one I believe also incorporates the larger wing tanks as well.
Yeah, so the subwind only has 1 hour's worth of fuel in the centre tank, and the FY26, the MX6 version was made for export to the western world, like Australia and America, so they put the fuel in the wings so they could get to the air shows or aerobatic comps. So we're lucky enough in this one to be able to not have very tank underneath it, and every time we go somewhere, so you have to remove that, it just becomes quite a burden. Ladies and gentlemen, normally pulling that aircraft around, staying an hour in the roll, it's very, very difficult to do that manoeuvre.
Jet technology improved. They actually reinstalled this huge 1425 horsepower engine in and produced the T28B, T for trainer, and the B model was probably the largest production. They actually manufactured just under 2,000 of these, and they were used right up till 1984 when they were retired by the US Navy. Also 28 different air arms flew them. They modified it again, the C model. They had a cutout just under the tail of the rear fuselage where you could fit a hook so that the aircraft could be used for carrier qualifications. As Steve rightly says, a lot of covert operations undertaken with the D model, flown by Air America and also flown by a group called the Ravens in Laos, where they carried out part of the secret war that was going on there for about 5 years before the world knew about it.
We're pretty lucky here in Australia too, as far as this particular aircraft type goes. There's quite a lot of these flying around Australian skies in what is, rather a small warbird community.
M01?
Yes, that's the one, operated by Chris Godfrey. Very
Black
nice.
underside.
Yeah.
I did the paint scheme for that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. The aircraft, most of the aircraft that have come down into Australia were actually those combat veterans that operated with the Royal Laos Air Force. And it is not incorrect to say, if you read the book The Ravens, that when they cut out some of these airfields that were up in the hills with the hill tribes, the Hmong or the Mio as they were known, they actually walked out and looked underneath to see whether they were male or female, because a lot of them had never seen an aircraft before. They operated out of one of the biggest bases up there, a place called Long Tien, which was the secret air base up there under very, very difficult conditions. And they were there to counteract the Viet Cong. Now they were coming down through Laos because the majority of the Ho Chi Minh Trail, people think it just went from the north down through South Vietnam, but the majority of it was actually in Laos. The Royal Thai Air Force and the US Air Force were operating there for quite a long period of time. If you ever get to read that book, The Ravens, it was just an unbelievable operation. They would get a forward air controller who'd been flying perhaps Cessna 02s or 01 Bird Dogs in Vietnam. The good ones at the end of their tour, they'd go and tap them on the shoulder, and literally the guy would be wearing a Panama hat and a Hawaiian shirt and say, do you want to get involved in a real war? And if they accepted, then what they were doing, they'd send them to Thailand, they'd go transaction for $1, and then fly it over into Laos. If you ever get a chance to read that book, The Ravens by Christopher Robbins, what was taking place, and the base that he was talking about was actually Long Tien in reality. So this aircraft was a former US Navy aircraft, and this is the standard camouflage, marking scheme that was employed by the US Navy. Very high visibility. You'd see them flying out of places like Naval Air Station Corpus Christi in Texas.